And we're back, Late Night with Ryan. December 8th, great to be with you all once again. In the future, we are not going to be on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University anymore due to the fact that we're going to be home from exams. This is our last episode, at least for 2025, that is in Baldwin Wallace University. Thank you, everybody, joining us. We do have a tied ball game in Los Angeles. We got that game running over there in the corner, so we'll be reacting because this affects our primetime picks as we just watched Jalen Hurts throw another incompletion. It's been a rough game for Big J Herbo. And it's been funny because a lot of people were talking to me, asking me, going into this last NFL weekend. I actually wore my Drake May shirt ski out Thursday night. And it is the most compliments I've ever received at a bar in my entire life. Now, granted, it was all men. But it was still very kind nonetheless. They all were like, hey, Drake May, Drake May. I'm like, yeah, I love Drake May. Even though I'm a Panthers fan, I love Drake May. And so that was really funny. I think there's a funny thing with Drake May where he's just good looking enough that all the guys like him, but he's not so good looking that all the girls are into him. So he's like the quarterback of males, I think, is really the Drake May niche. He's like the guy's guy quarterback. And so I think it's a fun spot for him to be in. As somebody who was on the Drake May bandwagon early, it's been a great ride to be on. But it was funny. Somebody said to me, like, so no Patriots this weekend, no Panthers. What are you going to do with yourself? And I felt like the John Wall meme. I'm going to have Fisher pull it up here 1 second. And is he saying it's up? Yeah, that was me for real. That's how I felt without Drake May or Bryce Young on this last weekend. Low-key how I feel about being a Panthers fan in genuine. That's Tedero McMillan and Bryce Young. You take that away for me? Thank you. So Fisher's got $20 on the line here for the Chargers game. We'll have to see if he is able to stick it out because he's at Chargers money line, correct, Fish?
Correct.
All right, hopefully he gets a big win. Speaking of Austin Fisher, though, we're going to bring him on now for EV passes and primetime picks. We're going to start with the EV passes. Jonathan, keep in mind, if you have any thoughts on EV passes, you're more than welcome to get some,
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Well, last week, it was an eventful week. For a good brief moment of time, I actually thought we might be going 6-0, which was crazy. There was about a 10 to 15 minute surge there when I was like, you know what, we might just do really, really well. It just turned out to be another week of going 3-3. We did very well on what we did do well on, though. We didn't really pass by scraps and scrapes. The Bengals-Bills over 51.5 was relatively sweat-free. They both had over 30 points there.
That was a great call.
Yeah.
Just a great call.
Jaguars money line, which is something you really didn't like. They were underdogs at home, and you can blame the injury on Daniel Jones, whatever it may be, but I think that not only solidifies Jacksonville as a legitimate team, it illegitimizes the Colts because of how bad they looked. And now they don't have a starting quarterback. I don't know if you saw the Phillip Rivers discussions going on right now.
I did see that.
Could you imagine a legitimate grandfather playing as quarterback in the NFL?
Did you see the tweet that said Phillip Rivers against his Texans defense would be enough for up to 20 years in jail in some states?
I would believe it.
This is elder abuse. We're approaching
100%.
elder abuse. I mean, Will Anderson is going to murder him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to say murder on YouTube Live. But
When he played for the Colts,
I refuse to say on a live.
In that COVID
I
stint,
lose my self-respect.
in that COVID stint in 2020, he actually looked like relatively good.
No. Lest we forget, the 2020 Colts were a good-ass time.
They legitimately were. No, they were a great football team. Almost won a playoff game, which a lot of people forget about.
They almost beat the Bills, who won on the AFC Championship.
It's true.
Alternate universe, we're talking about Phillip Rivers versus Tom Brady, Super Bowl 50.
Wow.
I can't even realistically.
What a timeline.
It probably wouldn't happen.
No,
but
absolutely not.
Could you imagine they went on like a Linsanity run?
Well, it would have been Colts-Chiefs the next week. It would have been a Browns-Ravens AFC divisional matchup. That would have been a
You
very...
think the Browns win that?
No, maybe. We had gotten swept by them that year, but our second matchup was a lot closer.
Maybe that's a no. Maybe that's a no.
Okay, we played them week 1. We lost by a lot on the road. We played them at home. That was the Lamar poop game.
If we're going to talk about the Brownies,
We'll get there.
We'll get there. Cool.
Also hit on Dolphins minus 2.5. They have been a really hot team, but I don't know if they played anybody good. So, they had the same record as the Chiefs and Ravens, which is weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like they should. But there is that. We missed on the Steelers-Ravens under 43.5. I have no idea how that game went over. Truth be told.
That was absurd. It was a gross game.
It was. It wasn't even a game where you're like, oh, okay, both quarterbacks played well. Lamar never plays good against the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, he did okay, I guess. But just an awful football game, and I don't know, didn't hit the under there. Browns spread, I mean, listen, I don't understand how we, A, lose to the Titans for one, but B, also look like really competent offensively.
One of the best Browns offensive games I've seen.
And we give up 31 points to the Titans.
A
So-
team that has had no offense all year.
No, that is their highest scoring game of the year. I saw a thing earlier that was talking about like adjusted efficiency for special teams units over the last since the merger. I think that's what it was. And the Browns' current special teams at minus 11% ranks like 6th worst all time. I believe that. The amount of missed field goals, blocked punts, and
Dropped
punt return,
kick returns.
dropped kick returns, punt return
feel like you
touchdowns,
see one of
kickoff
those
return
games.
touchdowns. Yeah, it's once a week for the Browns. Usually it's like once a season from other teams. So it is up there.
Even
with,
my Carolina Panthers last year, I don't remember that many
no.
fuck-ups.
I don't know if you remember the 2010 Chargers or not, but they had a very interesting team where they had the number one offense and the number one defense, and they missed the playoffs because their special teams was that horrendous. So special teams
Oh,
matters.
LaDainian didn't get in the playoffs
No.
because of that?
Isn't that crazy? Because of their special teams being that
Dude,
bad.
I love LaDainian Tomlinson. Like, I'm a huge
LT.
LaDainian Tomlinson
LT.
fan. I would, if anybody like needs a last-second Christmas gift idea for
Yeah,
me,
LT
LaDainian
jersey.
Tomlinson jersey
There
would
you go.
be real tough.
There you go. I'd wear that to a Chargers game.
Would it be navy, right? That'd be navy.
Yes, yeah.
That'd be sick.
I like those blues more than this blue that we're seeing right now. As
Speaking of, they just punted it away.
They did, it
It
was
should be
fun.
an Eagles win here if this continues track. Because this should just be
Right.
a dog the clock out with Barkley and Hurts.
But again, I mean, I think there's been 8 turnovers combined now in this game. Maybe even I don't even know. It's been
It's
awful.
been a weird Monday Night Football game. Guess what, guys? Don't worry. Next Monday Night Football is Dolphins-Steelers, so it's some real good teams.
It's not going to be great football.
You
but
realize
it'll be an important game.
The Finns, Ravens, Chiefs all have the same record.
Yeah.
You know what that record is?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just asking.
No, you were very proud of it. I didn't know if you wanted
No,
to
no,
throw that lob to the
Nope,
audience.
was not
Okay.
going to let that one go.
Okay, we'll let the audience answer that one if they would like to.
If we have the chat going. You have chat open, right?
I don't.
Yeah, okay.
I got my EV picks from last
We
week.
had people in the chat last week. It was very kind.
We
I
did.
didn't realize.
Yeah.
Fisher will monitor chat. He's chat monitor.
I will do that in the future.
He's
I'll
on
do
the
that
side.
when I get behind the desk.
His
It'll be
day
easier.
job is a Discord mod, so he's very good.
You know, relatively true. I mean, I guess I run my own servers. So there.
Wait, do you actually run a Discord server?
Well, for my YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's to be
yeah.
expected,
I thought
but-
I was kidding.
Yeah.
Could you? I had a friend in high school who did like Discord mod stuff.
Yeah.
Is that like a paying job?
I don't know. It depends
You
on
can
what you're
get
doing.
Jonathan?
paid. You can get paid. I wouldn't want to get paid for it. I feel like if I got paid for being a Discord mod, I'd respect myself less.
It's like me saying if I had to start saying unalive unironic. Like I don't even say it ironically. I refuse. There's no
Yeah.
bits.
No.
Unalive should not be said.
No. Yeah, I mean, if you're like I don't know, like a larger content creator who has tens of thousands of people, that would probably
Like if you're
require-
PewDiePie, do you think
Well,
like,
okay,
like
yeah,
he,
yeah.
he
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
makes
yeah.
money off being a mod?
No, that's.
Is he even the mod of his own server though? He's probably too big for that.
Well,
No. He
in
definitely
this
pays
day and
people.
age, he's kind of retired at this point, but he was like the
PewDiePie
only.
retired?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the only YouTuber that I know that actually had a good ending.
Captain Sparkles.
Yeah, but is he done?
Yeah, he's done.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah.
Who is Captain Sparkles the guy who made the Minecraft
Yes.
parodies?
The parodies. Yep.
Bangers.
Yep.
But they
What was
were
the one I
friends.
really liked? Was it Don't Mind at Night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
That-
Or
Remember that one?
no.
fondly?
And that's a good
It was the
one.
Viva La
Creeper, oh,
Vida,
man.
the
Viva La
Coldplay
Vida.
song.
That's right.
Creeper, oh man, I liked
That
too.
was also.
That was the Usher.
Creeper, oh man came back for a bit. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
In high school, Creeper, oh
True.
man, I remember that. All right.
It did. And then our last missed pick was the Chiefs money line. I said it was one of those games that was like win or go home, and I expected the Chiefs to want to make the playoffs, and there will be a new AFC West winner for the first time in a decade. So we're kind of changing the NFL, huge.
I've said this before, and this could be a crazy take that people clip in a couple years, and they're
Mhm.
saying it's insane. And Mahomes has 6 Super Bowls, but I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Sometimes I wonder with Mahomes if he was having the early career Russell Wilson arc, where
Yeah.
you're really good, really on, and nobody can stop you. And Russell Wilson, won a Super Bowl. His 3rd year in the league? Went back-to-back Super Bowls, got beat by Brady. Okay, no shame in that.
Mhm.
Now, granted, he didn't then rattle off 2 straight wins after that. I'm saying Mahomes had a better career than Russell Wilson, no doubt
yeah, for
about
sure.
it.
I see what you
But
mean.
Russell Wilson, where he is in 2025
Mhm.
compared to where he was 10 years ago, I don't think anybody would have saw this path for him. If I said to you back 2015, hey, Russell Wilson never wins another Super Bowl, never gets an MVP, you'd be like, really?
Yeah.
And that guy was doing really well.
Yeah, if you had told me he's going to be on
Like,
the NFL today during his bye week with the 2-11 Giants. I would've been like,
is Russell Wilson going to be a
wow.
Hall of Famer?
Yeah, I think. No.
Okay, but if Eli Manning is fringe, how is Russell Wilson a lock?
No, maybe not. I don't know.
This is actually a great question.
That is a very good.
This
question.
isn't unanswerable questions yet, but I'm just asking, like, if Eli Manning is, people aren't sure if he should be in the Hall of Fame, is Russell Wilson a lock? NFL Hall of Fame is significantly harder to get into.
As a quarterback, I think there are some positions. Well, no, I think in general.
I think in general,
I
it's a
think
hard
it
one.
should be. It really should be.
I think the Hall of Fame, I'd rather have it be harder than easier.
100%.
And I know it sucks
Yeah.
when your favorite guy doesn't get in,
Mhm.
right? Like Larry Walker. But I think it's good when it's difficult because if it's like Syndrome once said in the classic 2004 film. If everyone's super, no one is. So we got to keep that in mind. You want to get to the EV passes?
Let's do it for this week.
Let's do
Gonna
it.
keep
We still
you
got
on.
the Chargers game wrapping up. It should time up well.
Yeah, no, this should do.
I think Eagles are going to win.
We are going to stand on the point though, as I think Philly's at the Charger like
Turn the
30-yard
display
line.
on for 'em.
So they
The display
currently
thing.
tie game. They're driving. There's that. But I still am kind of okay with this Chargers team. I'm going to take them plus 4.5 next week in Kansas City. I think this Chiefs team is dead. I truly do. I don't think the Chargers are a great football team right now, but they have something legitimately to play for. And I know the Chiefs are 2 games back from the playoffs, and you can say, like, oh, they're going to try to, hunt their way back in. I think they left their soul on that field after Mahomes' 3rd pick last week. And I don't think they're going to recover. I think 4.5 points is a little crazy here. For late in the year, AFC West game, minus 115. I don't like that big of a number. So I'll take
It
plus-
feels too
plus-
hopeful from you.
You think so?
This is what you want to happen. Now, granted, history shows that what I want to happen is what happens. Because last week I went with Cowboys over Lions and Ohio State over Indiana, even though I wanted the opposite. And guess what happened? Apparently, I should just go with my heart more.
Yeah.
And you know what? For all you people out there, in general, go with your heart. Listen to your heart when it's calling to you, because that's what I should have done last week. And I did still bet $1 in Indiana because I believed, and I made $2.48. So I can't give out my home address because I don't want people to rob me for that. It was a huge win for my I already spent it actually. I got
You
like
can get a
Dr.
large
Pepper.
fry.
I get a large fry for that?
Right? Large fry? 280?
Hell yeah.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. I'm basking in riches. I feel like Scrooge McDuck. I then turned around and bet on them to win the Natty, so then there's that.
Okay.
Do you think they win the Natty?
Yeah. 3 teams, only 3 that can win the Natty.
Ohio State, Georgia, Indiana.
Yep.
I think it should be Indiana. I love Kurt Signetti, my new favorite.
Yeah.
If Coach Prime retires due to all the health stuff he has going on, which I can completely respect, Signetti becomes my new favorite coach. And maybe I'm just going to hop on the Indiana bandwagon at this point.
I think Georgia.
They're so fun.
Georgia right now.
Mendoza should be number 1 overall by the Jets.
Yeah. I think Georgia's around plus 600 right now. I think that's got really good value.
It's excellent value.
I'm gonna be completely honest with you.
Until Miami goes on an insanity run.
Yeah. I mean it's possible. No, not
I'm
really.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Um.
We should call it Pat Spencer run now, though.
Yeah.
You had to acknowledge Pat Spencer.
No, we had to.
Dude's on here.
It's true.
61, New Jersey, disgusting. Not in a good way. Bad, like gross, like ugh.
Yeah.
Like sometimes guys are like, oh, she's bad. No, like this is bad as in like not good.
It's true. We were okay. How do we get from Chargers to?
How do we get Chargers into women being bad, not good?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, we were talking college
I
football.
think we were talking college football.
Yeah, I think Georgia avenging their only loss of the year kind of makes it a scary step into the college football playoff. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't get moved up to 2. I understand why Ohio State stayed at 3, and quite frankly, I don't think it'll matter. I think both of them are going to walk through their quarterfinal games. But even still, I think Georgia, resume-wise, is probably better looking on paper than Ohio State. So obviously the eye test had to come into effect at some point. How surprised were you, though, to see Notre Dame left off?
What did you hear about the deal they have for next year? Or they're guaranteed if they're ranked top 12 to get in?
I was told that deal was supposed to be for this past year, and it didn't happen. And so that's why Notre Dame was upset.
I
could
think
be
this
wrong.
is the college football playoff showing you need to be in a conference, which I get.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit that they're not.
I agree.
I think they should go Big Ten, and I know the argument would be, well, they can go to ACC and be dominant. Here's the problem if you go ACC.
Mm-hmm.
If you lose a game or 2, you're screwed. In the Big Ten, you could still make it out 2 losses.
2 losses, yeah.
And maybe 3, depending.
Yeah, if Ohio State, Oregon, Indiana, Michigan, and
Like if they all had incredible
and Notre Dame,
seasons.
yeah, they all beat up on each other, right?
Yeah,
I
that's the
can
thing.
see
If
that.
you're in a good conference, you see it at the SEC all the time. Notre Dame would get helped by the fact it's Notre Dame,
Yeah.
like Bama does,
Mhm.
if they were in the Big Ten. But they're not, and it's on them. And also, like, Notre Dame being in the Big Ten would be gas. Like, would just be, they already are rivals of Michigan State. Like, they have a trophy. That's why I
Yeah.
said rivals. They've kind of become a thing with Ohio State. I think it'd be really fun. So come on over.
I think their issue.
I don't know why I say
is-
that like I'm part of the Big Ten. I'm not.
My issue with the college football playoff committee is that neither Miami nor Notre Dame played a game this past week. In last week's rankings, Notre Dame was ranked higher than Miami. So what changed? I don't think anybody winning or losing a game.
I
could
liked
have
Miami
impacted
making it though.
I
I
think-
would have cut Bama.
I think I kind of agree. I don't know though, because you can't punish them for losing an extra game. Because if they don't play in that game, let's say hypothetically they lose a tiebreaker and it's Ole Miss, right?
Think about what you just said. I'm just kidding.
I know.
I'm
Well,
just-
we're also
I'm-
watching
I'm-
Mr. Hypothetical go back out and try to give it a try. Here we go.
Hey!
But that being said, I truly think that let's just say Ole Miss plays Georgia instead and they lose, right? Now they're what, a 2-loss team or 3? Will they be 2 or 3? I don't remember. But
Bama has 3 losses.
well, Ole Miss. I'm saying if they lost to Georgia, would that make them a 2 or 3 loss team?
I think 3. I think Ole Miss has 2 losses.
Okay, so we're having that same conversation about them. But regardless of Ole Miss, you're looking at Bama and you're like, hey, this team has lost 2 games all year and they beat Georgia. That's a pretty good resume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I get that.
I just want to say, most fun natty
Mhm.
is Indiana Ohio State rematch.
Yeah. I honestly think that
I think Indiana will
probably
win.
happen. Yeah.
I think Indiana win. As the Julian Sand fraud watch enjoyer, I was low key on it Saturday night.
Good for you.
You know,
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza should be taking number 1 overall over the Jets. It's also hilarious because the dichotomy of having, I don't know if dichotomy is the right word, the juxtaposition, I think would be the right word. The juxtaposition of having Jackson Dart, Mr. Hit the Celly, Mr. To hell with it, throw my head into the
Yep.
defender, we're making edits of him, versus, well, I saw the way his hips turned, right? There's back safety on the left side, and so I noticed that if I can get him in a one-on-one matchup and his hips turn a little bit to the left, I can get my guy open in man coverage in about 3 seconds. I just think it'd be really funny. You'd have the ultimate nerd QB
Yeah.
with
Oh.
Mr. Aura,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's just really
I
funny.
know you had talked about him being an absolute nerd before, but his post-game interview
I told you, man.
was
I got to read
awesome.
on him. I'm
Was
pretty good at
awesome.
reading them the
Yeah.
quarterback's personalities. I was like, oh, this guy, nerd.
Like,
I saw
dude.
the one clip. With a nerdy quarterback,
Yeah.
they can't hide it.
No, he's got the mental.
You
age of,
either
like-
are or you
yeah,
aren't, and
He's
he
like
is.
a 15-year-old, like future computer science major, and at the same time, he knows the football field better than anybody else in college football.
Nice. And it's also like
Wow.
it's a terrible name for a quarterback.
True.
Fernando Mendoza sounds like a 7'1" guy from Brazil who's like cooking in your 2K My League in 2048 auto-generated player. That's what Fernando
Great
Mendoza
take.
sounds like.
Great.
And he's bald,
Yeah.
but
And where's that headband?
and he plays like Jokic.
Okay.
But and he has like way too many sleeves
He'll
because it
give
just
you, he'll
automatically
give
assigns
you a
accessories.
hard 4.6 points and 3.2 rebounds a night. I like that.
But he dominates though. I think he
He does.
dominates.
It's a loud couple of rebounds.
Loud.
Very loud.
Has there ever been a loud rebound?
Absolutely.
Has there ever been like, phenomenal rebounds? Phenomenal rebounds really stood out. Jalen
Clearly.
Duren, the other day
Yeah.
you were getting 10 rebounds. Tonight, those 9 felt huge.
They were loud. I'm telling you. Think about, okay, you're getting 10 rebounds, but they're like 9 defensive, 1 offensive, versus you're getting 10 rebounds, 3 of which are offensive in 1 possession. How loud is that 3 rebounds? That's a loud couple of rebounds. You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like saying loud blank has gone away for a moment.
Yeah.
You
Let's
just
bring it
brought
back.
it. Yeah, let's bring it back. I enjoy it loud. Phenomenal hay is what I was thinking.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
What's the next pick?
Pivoting from Chargers plus 4.5, which we announced about 10 minutes ago, I think.
Yeah.
We got the Cardinals and the Texans. Gross game, by the way.
Gross.
Under 42.5, which is why I think it's so gross that, like, the Cardinals have a very bad offense. Kyler Murray now out for the year. Jacoby Brissett's going to probably throw about 70 passes this game. He might break another record in the NFL. And that Texan defense is legit.
When I was literally coming into today's show thinking,
Mhm.
when do we need to acknowledge the Texans?
I think now. I think it's fair.
I don't think they are a contender, but I
No.
think they're a team that will beat somebody in the
That
playoffs.
is a contender. They will beat somebody in the playoffs. That is a contender. in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if I'm whatever AFC North team that makes the playoffs, this is who you lose to. I don't care which AFC
No.
North team it is.
No, it's either going to be the Bills or the Patriots that play the AFC North team. And
Oh, not the Pats.
yeah, they're gonna whoever plays the AFC North. Is gonna
I think
fall
Drake
off.
May's too good for their defense to stop. I'm gonna throw that one out there.
Okay. Well, he didn't have to worry about that if they beat him next week. Keep that in mind. They have a 2-game advantage over him, and they would have a 3-game head-to-head or a 3-game advantage with both head-to-head games being won.
Wait, Patriots don't play the Texans next week.
No, they play the Bills. I'm saying they have that lead in their division.
Yes.
So.
I actually think Broncos and Patriot. Okay, Broncos for sure. I think can beat the Texans. I really do.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're essentially similar teams.
Yeah, I agree. Low scoring game. Very
Yeah,
low.
and I mean it might be 10-7.
Yeah.
But I think the Broncos pull it out.
Okay.
I think every other team, you're right, they could beat. They could beat the Pats. As much as I hate to admit it, they could beat the Pats.
Okay.
Could they beat the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl? That's the real question.
That's the real.
For what it's worth, if the Panthers make the Super Bowl, there is an obnoxious amount of money coming to my name, like a gross amount.
Like.
At least 3 digits. Just big for your boy. Big for your boy.
There you go.
That's what happens when you get $300 in bonus bets.
Bang.
You just start throwing shit away.
Yep. All right.
If the Pistons make the finals, it's also a gross.
There you go.
But that one is actually
That
the,
was
the
legit.
Pistons Panthers championship parlay is
Yeah.
alive. It has yet to be killed.
True.
Hey, people, streets are talking.
They are. Okay. Moving on.
You ever seen the meme? It's like love saying streets are talking, but literally no one's ever fucking said that.
Yeah, literally no, but not a single.
Not a
person
soul
on-
has said that.
No, nobody.
It's way
under the
better
street
than nobody blank. It's a way better format. You just say streets are talking. No one said that in their life. All right, what's next?
We have finally taken Giants money line this week against the Commanders. I had Washington on my own last week against the Vikings because I really expected J.J. McCarthy to continue to play like 9. How a defense can make J.J. McCarthy look like a top 10 NFL quarterback while their offense produces 0 points, they re-injure their quarterback, and they retire Zach Ertz. I don't think any NFL team had a worse week than the Washington Commanders, and I don't think it's going to get any better. So I'm taking the Giants money line. It's minus 130 next week against the Commanders.
Fuck!
That's great. This is really good. I think Ryan completely forgot that was gonna happen. Wow, that's great.
You know, sometimes we prepare bits, and I think they're good ideas, and then I'm sitting here and I'm like, is Jonathan going to do that bit we told him to do? And then you did it, and I was supposed to keep my composure, but I just couldn't.
I'm gonna be honest too. Like
I was like the way I
Yeah.
wanted to play it was like you hit that bit,
Yeah.
and we just kept going,
Yeah.
and ignored you.
he just went 1 for 1. With all due respect to Jonathan, he doesn't know a lot about football.
I don't know. I don't know half the
which
words
is
that are
fine,
coming out of your mouth.
which is completely fine.
This is
That
also
being
not
said,
a great pick.
That was the worst pick on this list to do that for.
That's why it made it way funnier. It was like the comedic timing was perfect, Jonathan. I was so funny. I was like, is he gonna do that bit we talked about? Because we
man.
do. I mean, guys, it's a live show. We have to plan some stuff.
course.
We do have an itinerary in our hands.
Yeah, of course.
And oh my gosh, Jonathan, maybe it's better that you just immediately broke me. I was, you know.
That's great. What do you think about Giants money line?
I was gonna say, like, I feel bad for the commies because it felt like they were. Sometimes I worry. Like, was last year your one peek out of the basement year and then back where you belong?
Yeah.
I don't know, and I hope not. Hopefully they get better together next year. But no, the Giants team is going to be a fun team next year. I wonder
Yeah.
who's going to coach them. That's
That
where
means
it
a
ends.
lot. That does.
Like Ben Johnson, I was on his ass before the season, and let's be honest, he's done a fucking phenomenal job. Just a fucking phenomenal job.
Great. Wow, Herbert taking this one by himself.
Herbert leads the league in scramble yards.
I believe that. We might get overtime here, which is kind of worst case scenario for us, but I mean, we can drag that along for as long as we need to.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we still go off at midnight. I mean, if the game goes over, who cares? I mean,
Right.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying for primetime picks. We don't know how well we went.
Yeah, but like, whatever, we can.
I'd feel bad. I
Chop
don't
it
want to
up.
wish a miss on Dicker.
No. Indoors too. We'll see. If it happens, you'll hear.
Does that come out of Vidal though?
Yeah.
I need him to get yards. I picked him up off the waiver wire because I needed a running back because half of my fantasy team is Patriots Panthers. So let's be honest.
yeah.
So
No,
Yeah,
no.
you know, once again, I go with my heart, and I've never missed the fantasy playoffs. Listen to your heart when it's calling for you.
Yeah. No
Or
Tet, no
calling to
Hunter
you.
Henry this
I don't
week.
know where you're going.
That was
whatever the
rough.
lyrics are. What
This
are you
is
saying?
No Tet, no Hunter Henry. It's kind of rough this week.
It's kind of coming out of the blue, but how come I've never seen an NFL player with turf burn?
Really?
You ever seen an NFL?
So they wear like these, like
Yeah, but
bands.
like this guy here fully just like landed, skidded
Herbert?
on the turf. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Herbert did just slide in the turf, and you're like, how
Have
did
you
not
ever
get
seen an
turf burn?
NFL player with turf burn?
I've seen turf toe, never turf burn. This is a great shout.
Yeah, usually doesn't. I don't know. They can they have some like.
They do have like bands on like their.
Well, yeah, they got the sleeves.
No.
No, they have like a special band.
It's called turf tape.
Yeah,
it's
so
a
like
real
Jonathan,
thing.
imagine like I put duct tape on
Yeah.
my like back side of my arm.
Yeah.
So that if I dove for a ball, it hits the
And
tape.
it's like padded.
Yeah, but is it skin tone?
No. Wide receivers get it.
I was gonna say quarterbacks usually don't, so that probably did hurt.
See, well,
No, the QB's different. You're right.
all I'm saying is I've been seeing skin on turf in those slow-mo replay videos, and I've been seeing no turf burn. It's just something to think about.
It's like the birds being cameras secretly theory. It's like, this is an excellent
They're
point.
using a different kind of turf.
They have the good turf, and they have the shitty turf they test on us humans. The good turf's for the league.
Don't they just send that?
Is SoFi grass?
No. Don't they just send that turf to East Rutherford? Mind you, ladies and gentlemen, that is where our World Cup final is being played.
Are you being serious?
I'm being so serious.
Jonathan.
Whoa.
Sorry, Jonathan. You're
Okay.
over there. Austin is the only one of us who gives a flying shit about
I
soccer.
hope
Go
there's
USA.
somebody-
Go USA.
Yeah, I hope there's somebody else out there that watched the entire 2 hours of the World Cup draw this past week. I had a very good time watching that.
Are we going to beat Australia?
I think so. We got a very good draw.
You know, it's not going to benefit me
Mhm.
to bet on the U.S. because I know all the books are going to be ready for that because they know America's going to bet America.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have to.
Yep.
I'm going to have to bet that France-U.S. Matchup in the World Cup because for my boy Mbappe.
Okay.
You know, it's my
So-
favorite player.
It's going to be a weird World Cup too because there are now 48 teams and 20
How many there used to be?
No, 30. No, how many make it? 32? There used to be 32 teams and then top 2 from each group would move on. Now there's 48 and top 32
Yep.
move on. So some third place teams are going to get to go. U.S. got a great draw though. I wouldn't have to worry about that too much. There's not really usually every year there's a group of death is what they call it. It's just 3 really good teams and then one kind of like feisty team, you know, that could
Yeah.
actually make some headway. That really won't happen ever again.
Group
because
of Death
there's more
sounds
teams.
like a 2000s garage band for what it's worth.
It does.
Just want to toss that
Yeah.
out there.
Or
We're
a
behind. We gotta
direct-to-DVD
move.
Tubi movie.
Okay.
Or a Tubi movie.
They performed right after
or
Loaded
an
Diaper,
old
by the way.
direct-to-DVD.
Loaded Diaper, yeah. Group of Death is their like it's like Roderick's friends who are like a little into drugs. That's like what they're.
That's great. Okay, we have Broncos money line at plus 114 over the Packers this week. They play in Denver. That is going to be our game of the week next week, and I'm riding with Nixie.
What time?
That is a 425 game.
I actually believe in Nixie, but it's Toyotathon Jordan Love.
Oh no.
We shouldn't bet against Toyotathon Jordan Love.
Oh no.
I think I'm being so okay.
I'm scared.
This is where it ends.
Yeah.
If Jordan Love wins this week, you are officially never betting against Toyotathon Jordan Love.
No, I will put them in the EV pass every week.
We just
they
bet
win.
on
If they
Toyotathon Jordan Love
Yeah.
if they get it done because this Broncos defense is legit
Yep.
and Nixie is just good enough. And you guys know I love Nixie,
Yep.
so let's see if Nixie can slay the demon that is Toyotathon Jordan Love.
Yeah.
What's up?
We'll see. Panthers minus 2.5 is our next one against the Saints. Wow, this line's way too low for me. I know the Saints had a great win
I
last
bet that
week.
tonight. Yeah, that's
Tyler
elite.
Shuck played well.
It's elite.
He might be better than people thought he was. I don't know. We have
But better
overtime.
than people thought he was is still backup level.
Yeah, but like, if you're for the Saints, for like a Saints quarterback since the retirement of Drew Brees, as long as you're not trying to kill Chris Olave like Derek Carr was, that's probably okay.
Are they drafting Ty Simpson? Welcome.
Man, I don't know. Here's the funny.
No
thing.
Hail Mary.
From the Jalen Hurts from the 28-yard line, he might
Woke
get it to the 30.
nonsense.
He might get it to the 30.
Woke nonsense. Throw the bitch.
If that were Aaron Rodgers, he's rolling out left and he's fine at the corner of the end zone. Jordy
Dude.
Nelson.
Jordy.
Jordy Nelson.
I was thinking Devontae Adams. Jordy
No.
Nelson is a hell of a
Jordy
hell of a
Nelson.
shout. Hell of a
Yeah.
shout.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap up EV picks here with Lions plus
I'm
6.
not overjoyed.
That is another 425 game. That's against the Rams. The Rams are really
You're
good.
betting
football
lines
team.
on this?
Lions plus 6, I think so. Yeah. To me, this is a very high scoring game. I think the Rams still probably win, but I think the Lions cover. I think they make it.
The Lions
Actually,
looked
no.
way better last week.
I took the Lions money line actually. I think in my actual predictions, I take that back. This is a very big game for the Lions. I like them. So
I think the Lions need to win.
yeah.
So I do. You never want to be you have everything to lose and the other team has nothing to lose though.
Mhm, mhm.
But I think the Rams do still have something to lose, so it's not one of those games. I would also it is going to OT. I would also say that. Wow, this is. I'm gonna let you do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know why I said that like I could stop you. But yeah, okay. I don't like betting against the Rams unless it's my Carolina Panthers.
No.
But
Which makes
maybe,
sense.
but maybe the Rams peaked early, and this is going to be a team that loses, divisional, and we all go, "Oh shit!" Remember, we thought they were a contender.
MVP update by the way. Matthew Stafford minus 180. Drake May plus 200.
What? Why?
I don't know. Stafford balled out against the Cardinals last week.
I have to invest.
No, yeah, they played Arizona.
I might just have to
No,
invest.
who did they play last week? Did the Rams play the Cardinals? Why can't I remember that? I don't know. He looked great last week. That's all I know. So.
The Rams played the Cardinals. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody can look good against Arizona, except for maybe the Browns, because I can't even look good against the Titans.
Are awards open? Right? I don't think awards are going to be open right now.
During this game, probably. I don't see why not. Anyways.
Awards. Drake May plus 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah. Okay.
You gonna double down?
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Okay.
will.
Okay.
Yeah. Another $1.
There we go.
Another $1 to Drake May.
There we go. Okay.
All right. Okay, so let's do primetime picks very quickly.
Yep.
We do not know what we fully went last week, but you're most likely going to beat me for what it's worth. Because for primetime picks last week, I took Cowboys, you took Lions, we both took the Chiefs, so we both lost on that.
Yep.
I took the Eagles here, you took the Chargers. Oh, well, we could either
We could
tie or
tie,
you beat me.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
there's no possible way for me to win,
Yeah.
which is, I guess, a great feeling. NFL Week 15. Can't believe Week 15. Wow, we're already.
This season did fly by. I don't think I did myself. This is kind of my fault. When the Browns aren't good at football, I only tend to watch. Isn't that weird? Like these last couple seasons.
You think it'd be the reverse?
You would, but like I'm more interested when like teams. I'm like, okay, I need the Dolphins to lose for the Browns to be a game. Like
Yeah.
when there's a point and a purpose. Like I'll watch. But
I
like,
just live for it. I watch it all.
I usually do something else while I'm watching. Like I'll do
Yeah.
homework or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm not fully engaged like I used to be, and maybe that's just because I'm in college now and life got real. But
I'm
like
always fully engaged.
in high school, from like freshman year to senior year, I was like every primetime game dialed. Like
Me too.
I would have skipped homecoming to watch football if they were on during.
I
that, you know what
wasn't that far,
No.
but I was into it.
But
Listen.
Yeah.
I took one song off at prom. I was like a dance demon. I would always.
really,
Yeah,
That's cool.
I had like go-to bits. I do certain. Yeah, it was the whole thing. I lived for school dance.
okay.
Yeah, it's just really funny you said that. It's
Hey,
funny.
one of your buddies in the chat said get off your phone while streaming.
I have.
This is the script.
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say we're both reading picks
I'm
and
sorry.
That's
yeah,
funny though.
and for next week.
That's funny. You said one of my buddies. Do I like? You think I know him?
Hometown Hooper definitely sounds like a guy that you know.
That's hilarious. I hope so. If I do know him,
I
so,
feel like it's somebody I know.
that's funny. All right. Maybe they're just trolling us and it worked. I don't know. All right. Falcons and Buccaneers this week, Thursday Night Football. I actually think
Oh boy.
that I know we probably should both take the Falcons because the Bucs are falling apart, but I think this is the get-right game. This is also a
Yeah.
must-win.
I don't think there's a team that like can beat great teams more and embarrassingly lose to bad teams more than the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm taking the Bucs.
Yeah. Okay. Sunday Night Football. Wow, that's a bad slate. Vikings and Cow. Okay, yeah, we're both taking the Cowboys.
Awful.
We're both taking Cowboys.
Can I just throw my score prediction out there though? I got 34-30. I got a high scoring game. We'll see.
Okay. Dolphins at Steelers. I think the Finns win this.
Good call from you. I'm taking Pittsburgh here, but like,
Hey, great choice.
yeah.
Fuck that though. Like, all right.
With all due
that is-
respect, I'm not bold enough to pick them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's maybe Pittsburgh comes off.
You
a
don't. You
hangover.
just don't like to be a part of business and standing on it. That's fine.
Pittsburgh has to get to 9-8. You have to keep that in mind. And looking at their future schedule,
Yeah.
Ravens, Browns, Lions, they have to win this game if they want
No,
to go
they beat
9-8.
the line.
It could happen. No, that's not gonna
No,
happen.
it's
But
not. No, it's not.
they could be the Ravens and Pittsburgh again.
Yeah.
Somebody pulled out like a stat that the Ravens and Steelers, John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. have
Yeah,
played each other.
they're. Yeah, people said they're just like they have a pact where they just trade.
They've played each
Keep
other
each other
30
employed.
times and they're 15-15. Every time they beat each other, they're like, "Congratulations, we'll see you again next year because you're just good enough to beat your division rival." They just feed off of each other every year.
You see the Ravens subreddit post?
Huh.
This one person, their subreddit claims she like. I think it was a.
You were on Reddit?
No, it's on Twitter. It made its way.
Okay.
I'm not on Reddit like that, dude.
You sounded very confident with the term subreddit. I was like,
Well, I know what a subreddit
okay,
is.
I didn't
People know what a subreddit is.
I didn't know if you were like sounding.
I guess in the same sense, we talked before, and like you'll talk about internet stuff that I have no concept of. So I actually give you
Yeah,
no. I get what you're saying. Like we were like talking about people before, and you were like naming celebrity. I was like, I don't know what that is.
That's
So
fair.
like that's you know what? No, you're right. Like it is probably a little shocking. I know what a subreddit is. No, I know what a subreddit is.
Yeah.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is there was like somebody who was claiming that she had like dated like a Ravens player and said that all the players like want Harbaugh out, and like the mods were saying it was real.
Wow.
So
Yeah, no, I do
be fake.
think Harbaugh might have to go. Who has a...
Giants coach?
No.
Why not? Who's going to pull up to the Giants job that has a better resume other than John Gruden?
Resume-wise, no. Why can I see Stefanski coaching the Giants next year?
Oh, good. No, I like them. Don't do that.
It's a scary
I've
thought.
always liked Stefanski, but this year's been rough.
It has been. I also have heavily defended him for years and years, but
Like this year's been bad.
you can only have so many great quarterbacks, good quarterbacks, that become great later on or were great previously.
Yeah.
And underperform.
Like Jacoby Brissett.
He's balling in Arizona, but I'm
Dude
saying
is
like
balling.
you know,
Straight
you
hoops.
can make your excuse a little bit on Deshaun Watson. Obviously, took a lot of time off of football. You know, Baker Mayfield, that was one that I'm like, that hurt a lot because you weren't here when he was here. He's been here longer than you, and you're like, I'm gonna run the show how I want to run the show, and then you run the show down to the ground and like, just don't look good. And then you wait all these weeks to start Shedeur Sanders, and he goes out there and he balls. He balls out. He balls out. My wrist is so up.
Dude,
But
throwing up the Whoop. Is that what those are? Is that what those are? The Whoop bands.
yes.
My one buddy got like a free trial. That was like a year and a half ago. Now they're kind of like caught on. I'm just like, Brayden, ahead of the curve. Congrats on him. All right, Fisher. It's time for one of my favorite segments. Jonathan, grab the camera for me.
Yep.
So for now, we are going to do a great segment that I enjoy, where everybody's going to talk about my Detroit Pistons, and we're going to get pissed on. But before that, Austin, can you come here?
I can. You want to show a camera?
Yeah. Let me see this. So Fisher, as part of his fitness program, we pull up his screen hours. Oh my gosh!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
9 hours?
9.5, yeah.
All right. So what? We'll round down to be kind.
I appreciate. Can I get a handicap too for having no air in my lungs, or are we?
No.
Okay.
It's 45 push-ups. 5 push-ups per hour while I read off the Detroit Pistons. You can follow him with the camera. I'll
Yeah,
read
I
off the Detroit Pistons. All right, so for my Detroit Pistons, this past week, last Wednesday they lost to the Bucks 113 to 109. That was a tough beat.
Get the angles right
But then Friday they beat the Portland Trailblazers 122 to 116. You know what that means?
Got pissed on.
On top of that, they got
at that
revenge
form.
against Milwaukee Bucks last Saturday. They beat the Bucks 124 to 112. You know what that means?
You just got pissed on.
So congratulations to my Detroit Pistons going 2-1 in the last week. They're off till Friday, so Detroit Pistons get a bit of a break. Hell of a team, hell of a
How do you
season.
feel?
Certainly the number one team in the Eastern Conference. And so the Detroit Pistons have had a great
Arms are
job.
heavy.
Fisher, did you enjoy your workout while we did get pissed on?
Oh, no, he's still going. He's
That
got
was
more.
great.
Oh, you. I mean,
Do I continue?
how many did you get?
I did
done?
30.
I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
You're gonna get a break over winter break.
I am.
You're gonna have to come back stronger than ever.
Lactic acid's gonna have to go on. We'll get there.
All right, let's study the camera back. All right. I think now it's time for Jonathan. Come on down.
yeah.
Come on down, Jonathan.
Hey, boss.
Hey, no problem. Great to see you. We're going to do some unanswerable questions. Last week, Fisher took your place on unanswerable question. Gave a great performance, so credit to Fisher on that one. Fisher, you deserve a raise.
Thank
you
you.
did great.
I'm not getting paid, by the way.
Well, still great job. And, he gave some great answers. So, unanswerable questions, do you want to start or want me to start?
You go ahead and start.
Okay, so my first question is Steve going to die in Stranger Things?
Absolutely.
What? I actually think no. I'm being so nuts.
I would be upset if he didn't.
That's my favorite character. Why do you want him to die? Isn't he your favorite character?
Yeah, I think he's everyone's favorite character.
That is.
That
you and
does-
I have talked about this off camera. It seems like with Stranger Things, everybody has the same 2 favorite characters, which is if you're over 30, it's Hopper and Steve second, or if you're under 30, it's Steve and Hopper second. Third, fourth is probably Dustin and Max for most people, in some order.
Yeah.
And then from there it gets more spread. But
Yeah.
that's like the top 4 for everybody, and that's my top 4. That's who I like best. It goes Steve, Hopper, Dustin, Max.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that yours? You gotta throw Jonathan a lot just because he's got the same name as you?
Yeah, kind of.
If his name was Clarence, would you
I
feel
like
the
both
same?
Jonathan and Nancy. I think Nancy, through and through, one of the best characters in the show.
I know a group of women that hates Nancy with a passion and sent my roommate a 15-minute voice memo about why they don't like her.
I think Nancy's fine. Nancy's been carrying her weight pretty much every season.
I also think Nancy's cool. Don't worry.
I like
They just say they hate her. They don't
kind
like
of a sleeper character, to be 100% honest.
her. Yeah.
You know, I like if we're really gonna talk about it.
She also got like low-key Vecna and kept rolling.
Also, like, yeah, where's Max? currently sucking on her feeding tube.
Yo, this is crazy.
Um,
You just Nick righted Maxine from Stranger Things. That was crazy word.
well,
Actually, it was more like Stephen A. Smith style. You just
Actually,
called
no.
her ass out.
Here's what I'll say about Nancy. In terms of characters whose writing has fallen off since season 1, Hopper sending him to that Soviet jail. You should have killed him in season 3. Will
This is the best writing he's had, though, like in a little.
okay?
This, like-
I haven't seen season 5 yet. So
Oh, okay. You haven't watched anything.
I was watching the first episode in the dining hall while.
Yo, I should have like given you this homework as show prep.
How are they
watched-
releasing this show, by the way? Is
They're
it
releasing it too much at a time.
like they're doing chunks, aren't they?
So
like,
the Duffer Brothers offered to do weekly,
They did.
and Netflix turned it down, which fills me with rage.
Yeah.
Because weekly, okay, we all need to have a come to Jesus moment and accept as a society that weekly television is the best format.
100%.
It is like so clearly the best. It gives you more time to discuss. If Stranger Things was because people was like, no, I love binging. If it's released all at once, this conversation doesn't get to happen because we already know what happens. That's stupid. It kills
Yeah.
all conversation.
Could you imagine? Like, I guess if you're our age range watching this, but like, do you know how much money I would have paid to watch Game of Thrones as it was coming out in the 2000s? Was
Like on a weekly?
like a watch
And you
party.
get to combo. And watch parties are fun. That's honestly, I'm so anti dropping all at once. I would like for the streaming services to move to a model where it's 8 p.m. It's live, like you can't skip ahead.
You've just invented cable television.
I know that, but it's the best system.
We're going backwards.
No, it's the best
Run it
system.
back.
And it's like if you don't watch it at 8 p.m., you have to wait till the next night.
That's what cable.
I know it's cable. No, I have cable. I didn't have streaming services until I was a senior in high school. I've always had cable. It's better.
All right, it is.
I prefer it.
Yeah.
There was nothing more fun. Like my mom and I really got into this sci-fi show called Timeless.
Okay.
It was like it didn't really do that well in the ratings. Only ran for 2 seasons. Got a movie to wrap it up. It was really fun time travel show on NBC, and it was so fun because it'd be like, oh, I think it was like every like Tuesday night we had a new episode to watch.
Exactly.
It was joyful.
Best thing to do. You know,
Yeah.
Last of Us when that was dropping, watch that with my. Actually, no, that dropped season at a time. But we just
No, it came out weekly.
did it.
Yeah, it did.
Okay, then
Because I watched the first season. I didn't watch it.
I watch that with my mom all the time.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like for things to be weekly. This, for what it's worth, I will take volume drops over if they just dropped all of it at once. This is still better. Like, it's better. The worst case is dropping it all at once. It's this bullshit.
Here's my thing. Like, I'm thinking.
This became a completely different question. I'm fine with it. Just continue.
I'm thinking from a production standpoint. We would have gotten to fall like. We're all the same age as Finn Wolfhard and,
Yeah.
and those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
We would have gotten a far more accurate following of these kids through middle school and high school than we have right now. Because now, what are we? We're junior in college, all right. And Will and Mike, they are juniors in college. And what are they? Sophomores in high school? Sophomores, juniors in high school?
Yeah.
They're playing 4 years younger than they were originally playing.
Yeah.
You know, imagine, because, like, I think there would have been a cool
Here's the
aspect
thing, though.
of growing up alongside. You know, if we had
Like Harry
gotten,
Potter does.
If we had gotten if we had gotten weekly from the get go, season 1. All right, cool. They shoot during a summer. The kids live their lives while it's in production. We get
Do you really think weekly makes production that much easier?
What?
Do you really think weekly makes that much of a difference?
I think I never said create weekly. I said release weekly.
If releasing weekly, does it actually make it easier in production? Just gives you more time to work on it, essentially?
I think it gives you better feedback, I feel like, from a production standpoint.
No, I'm saying you can shoot it all at once.
You're right.
Shoot it all at once.
Right.
But then for the editing team, you know.
Yeah, you're right. It
That's
does speed things up.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have all of episode 5 edited off the rip.
Yeah.
So it would have moved things up a little bit. I think the problem with Stranger Things is the actors just got so caught up doing other things. The age thing doesn't really bother me that much with it, though. Like,
It doesn't really bother
like
me.
when I think about it, I'm like, this kid's supposed to be 16, looks 20. I'm like, it's
Well,
I guess
that's
a
how
little
most
odd.
16-year-olds look in media.
Yeah, like the Tom Maguire Spider-Mans, they look 30. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's just because we've seen them age accurate, so now it feels weird.
Yeah.
Whereas if it had always been like this, it's different. Does
Well,
that make
what's
sense?
the timeline? When does this take
It's been
place?
4
So
years in
they-
the show, and it's been 9 years in real life.
I'm saying, like, is it in the 90s? Like,
Oh, you don't know anything. I
Oh!
forget about this. Yeah, he
No.
doesn't watch anything. So Stranger Things is set in the early 80s.
Okay. I think high schoolers looked older then than they do now. So that
Well, because
could be
everybody
okay.
smoked, yeah.
Right. So that could be okay. They could probably get away with that, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. All right.
What's your name?
Yeah, Steve should die.
He should not. He's not going to. Jonathan is going to. There's a reason I think so, but I can't say because you're sitting here and you haven't watched the episode.
Okay. Well,
Everybody who's seen it knows what I'm talking about.
No, because I think. Maybe
It makes more sense.
I've been watching too much Game of Thrones. Is the thing. It's like whenever you have a character that you like in Game of Thrones, you know for a fact that
They literally said they don't want it to feel like Game of Thrones.
Did they say that?
They literally said we're not going to kill characters just because like Game of Thrones does.
Okay, Game of Thrones doesn't kill characters just because.
I'm paraphrasing.
Season 8 killed killed.
That's what they're saying. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Season 8, yeah. Well, you're getting your all right. Duffer Brothers and every other writer on the team of Stranger Things.
I think
If
it's
you're
just
hearing
them.
this, well, I would beg to differ because production is definitely having fingers in pies that they shouldn't have. If you're doing a 5th season of a show that should have ended at season 2. Arguably,
Such a hater
maybe
take.
season
Such
3.
a hater
No,
take.
I'm not
Such a
hating.
hater
I'm
take.
loving you.
Four
but when you
seasons
love
is someone's
something, you
best
have to
word.
learn to let it go.
No, 5 seasons is a nice amount.
5 seasons. Well, no. If we're gonna go there, it needs to be 6 seasons in a movie. Ava Nadir, Community. You've seen Community.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like
It needs to be 6 seasons.
So
in a movie.
I think they're literally only making Community movie just to fit that.
just to do 6 seasons.
It doesn't need a movie. They're just doing it because it's funny.
Anywho, you should have let it die when it was supposed to die, and made another show. You can make more shows. You can do that.
Just keep making this show. I like it.
But yeah,
You enjoy a Siskel and Eberting this? It's like polite disagreements constantly.
I'm not being very polite right now, but yeah.
I am.
Well, yes. Yeah, Steve's gone.
No, he's not.
He's,
What's your unanswerable question?
you know, I tend to remember things up until we get to.
I know what it was.
Well, I have a new one.
Okay.
I think the Hunger Games. Would it be more entertaining with adults?
This is such a great question. Didn't we just talk about how Hunger Games has low-key become a formative text?
Yeah, we talked about that.
We talked about that in Percy Jackson, which is going to lead us into our next segment in a few minutes.
I talked about this on a date, and
Hunger Games would be more interesting for adults. No. I think the nature of them being youth draws attention to its malicious nature.
I think
And I think it makes the Kato scene at the end really bother me. Whereas if it's a grown adult, I'm like, fuck you.
That's the thing. From an audience perspective, I feel like if you had like, oh, I disagree with this guy's take on this, burn him to the stake. You know what I mean? Like, I think that'd be a lot more interesting as the audience, but like...
I think you
I
would
don't
get more villainy.
Yes.
But I also think it just doesn't, you would also feel less. Part of what makes Hunger Games work is that you feel bad for them. I think you have less sympathy. That's why Rue is so young.
how strong do you think a 16-year-old can get? Because here's
Are you going off a logic perspective?
I'm going if I'm watching the Hunger Games.
You said better. You didn't say more logical.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying think of the audience watching the Hunger Games. I can feel bad for.
Are you proposing that if I lived in Panem, what would be a more entertaining show to watch? Oh, Chargers got it done.
Hurts just threw his 4th pick. I'm pretty sure.
a
What? I
terrible
want you. You guys can keep talking, but I do want you to watch this replay once it pops
You
up.
keep going.
Okay, all right. If I was living in Pan Am, and you gave me the option to watch a death match between, I think the age range was 12 to 16, versus like adults. You know, like, dude, imagine if Kato was one of those dudes.
If Joe Alt was Kato? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how much more entertaining that would be?
This is a really solid point from you.
Like, and,
No, you're
and
right.
I can still feel bad because it's like same selection process.
It's essentially then
I'm-
Running Man, though.
Yeah.
It is Running Man, then.
Yeah, yes and no, but
Similar-
like,
some ideas.
but like, okay, cool. You have what? Joe Alt? You just said?
Yeah. Joe Alt's not playing, but Joe Alt's like a lineman for the Chargers.
Okay, yeah, you have Joe Alt and then a 21-year-old coal miner meth head in the same ring. You're gonna feel bad for one of them.
How did you think of this? Because this is a good take.
Wow.
I have to hand it to you. You're right.
You know, it's like
If this is one guy versus 20 Jubilee, you won. I'm with you.
okay.
I actually think it's a good take.
Thank you. I thank you.
Hit the buzzer. You want to get into our next segment?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I don't know why I'm standing up. We have to sit down for this. Fisher, grab stool. Come on over. We're gonna play a game of what goes where. We were talking about Percy Jackson the other day. We got about 10 minutes to wrap this up. So we talked about Percy Jackson the other day, and we all love Percy Jackson, big Percy Jackson fans, and we were talking about Greek gods in general. And so I thought it'd be fun to discuss what goes where, Greek gods, if they were on a football team. So I'm going to start out here. Quarterback. Who's the starting quarterback for the Greek gods?
Gotta go with Zeus. I like.
It does feel like Zeus is the obvious
it's
choice, right? Yeah.
It's the easy answer. You know, head of the pantheon.
Fisher?
Are we including? Here's my question though. Are we including
Like Hercules and Jason and those guys? I would say yes, just because that gives us more people to draw from, and I don't want to run out of people.
Okay.
Because I desperately want Odysseus at running back.
Ooh.
Wait, do you have something for QB other than?
I mean, I was gonna throw Athena out there. Like you could get away with
It's
that.
the Mendoza build, right? It's essentially
Yeah.
Jackson Dart versus Mendoza here.
I think. Can we say Athena coach?
Yeah, like a war leader.
Oh my gosh, Athena coach?
Athena would be the best
Yeah.
coach.
Athena coach?
Yeah.
Dude, that's the next Sean McVay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible. Yeah, I agree with that. It's a really good take. Good take. Zeus QB, Athena coach. Okay, so running back. What's wrong with Odysseus? I mean, the dude's got the wins thing. The thing from the Odyssey, the wins.
Yeah.
He's got a crazy inventory.
I like that. That's a good take. Yeah.
I also picture Odysseus kind of like a burly little guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, technically, should we go with Achilles? Wasn't he like fast? Or Hermes? We should go with Hermes. Hermes is the running back.
I was thinking Hermes
Hermes is
for
running
wide
back.
receiver.
Oh,
If I want him on the other side of the field fast.
yeah, he's not big. At least not much.
Yeah, no.
I picture him like in the Hercules Disney movie. He's like thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's wide receiver. That's fine.
I think running back.
You like Odysseus?
I
Or Hercules? Hercules got to be O-line.
Poseidon would be pretty slippery.
Ooh.
Can't get to take a couple guys to tackle.
Okay. I don't know why. I was just pictured Poseidon as safety. I have no reasoning.
Oh, if we're doing offense and defense, that's gonna be hard.
if we're going for the Iliad, like Poseidon was.
Can these guys
He was the safety?
Can
Well,
they be Travis Hunters? Can they play two-way? Can we?
What?
Can we do? They both play offense and defense.
No Travis Hunter rules.
No?
No Travis Hunters.
We have to do 22 of these.
Oh, we don't have to do like one for every position, but we're just gonna lob some up there, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean he's a safety?
Well,
Beyonce?
in the Iliad, when they get knocked up against the ships, the guy at the back of the line, they all prayed to Poseidon. He sent a couple tidal waves to go help him. And so I'm thinking like if they get past the ships, if they get past the Achaean camps, and they get all
This
that.
is a good
Poseidon's
take. This is a
there.
good take.
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
safety.
Yeah.
I think Poseidon's safety.
Yeah.
We'll pin running back over here. We'll think on it, right?
Right.
Hephaestus, obvious defensive tackle, right? Or
Center.
maybe he's more. Oh, you think he's just center, just
I
O
think-
line? You think Hephaestus O line?
He's not going anywhere fast.
It's facts.
You know,
right?
like he tossed from the clouds. I think he's a relatively bulky dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Who's the guy that holds up the planet?
Atlas.
That guy's got to be offensive line. I mean, all he does is sit there and hold.
Yeah, that's true.
No, great. We don't have a
Atlas-
penalty, but I mean, just sit there. You know, he could get the.
Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling that.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Was that your three-step drop?
That was a terrible form. My sister's boyfriend played offensive line in high school. Was quite good.
Yeah.
He's told me before I'm fucking terrible at it. So.
You gotta
Sorry,
really,
Nate.
You gotta really kick that.
I need to have Nate work with me over Christmas break.
You really would make a good O lineman
You know,
based off here.
Oh yeah, based off my build. Thank you.
There was a
Makes
good
me a lot.
2 or 3 year stretch where anytime I saw my one buddy who weighs, he's probably like 6'4", 265, I'd be like, hey, let me see your three-step drop. Every
Just the
time
John
I saw him.
Gruden? They hit the John
Every
Gruden?
time, yeah.
How would you cover?
How would you play a cover 2? What are you doing with
Have you seen
Kelsey
these
on an
clips?
option?
Have you seen the John Gruden dating clips?
I know.
It's just like the context is always like, girlfriend says let's not talk football tonight. Me too drinks in. And it's just like John Gruden being like, what's your 3-step drop look like? How would you attack cover 2? Show me how you block Myles Garrett. Like it's just him doing that. It's hilarious.
Fair enough.
We'll show you later. Okay, so we went through those. I was trying to think if there's Aphrodite. Do we just say cheerleader? Or are we gonna try to put her on the field?
We could field her. She gets fielded in the Iliad. Actually, like famously, there's a chapter where first they send in Ares, and then Ares.
Oh wait, Ares is edge rusher, right?
Yeah.
Because he's going out killing dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's also like famously bad at it. Like Diomedes, normal dude, not a demigod, in the Iliad, smokes him just right off the bat.
Wait,
too.
Ares on fraud watch? Is Ares Jadavion Clowney? Like old Unk washed Jadavion Clowney.
Yeah. Could be.
Damn.
It's a good
Tough
take.
beat for Ares.
Yeah.
He's getting smoked. We're talking shit on a dude who has been like out for like 3,000 plus.
What was that one? This is going to be a really deep poll if I could find it. Was it like Adrian Claiborne, who had 4.5 sacks that one game for the Falcons?
I do not know.
Okay.
But if so, props.
I know what you're talking about.
I gotta confirm this. You guys can continue.
Okay. Let's
Alright.
go.
Wait a minute. So Aphrodite, what do you mean she got fielded in the Odyssey?
So there's a book in the Odyssey where Diomedes just goes ham, and Aeneas on the side of the Trojans is.
Do you enjoy being our historian?
I don't think this is it. This is kind of
No, this is pretty impressive, honestly.
literature. I
It's just more literature here on the show.
I read I read it last year, and so it's.
No, I'm impressed.
Still a little
This
fresh.
was complimentary.
Oh well, thank you. But
My mom is going to enjoy this segment a lot. She's like, Jonathan was so impressive.
but Aeneas is the demigod son of Aphrodite, who Aeneas goes on to found Rome later in the Aeneid,
Okay.
which is a spin-off, I think, written by Virgil or whatever. But that's a different thing down the line.
Homer's definitely keeping the stats.
Yeah, Homer's keeping the stats. But Homer keeps the stats so well. So much of that book is just a list of who dies. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, he's statistician for the team.
Yeah. So Diomedes is just sweeping people, and then he pulls up on Aeneas, and Aphrodite's like, "Oh crap, my son's gonna die," and so she jumps into the fray and goes, "Hey, stop!" And then Diomedes stabs her, and then she goes,
she
"Hey."
doesn't throw up a good performance.
I mean,
Maybe we should keep her silent. She could be the owner.
she calls up Ares. and
Jim
she-
Irsay's daughter.
She is Jim Irsay's daughter. I
Here's
forgot.
here's the thing.
Maybe
though.
that's more Athena though, because she knows ball.
I'm wagering that like she didn't do that bad considering
Okay.
because not only did she not have a weapon, but also she called up Ares immediately after her and set him also on Diomedes, and Ares also lost. So I think it was whatever the hell Diomedes was doing, which was
Okay.
the.
We'll give her
the
special
issue.
teams coordinator.
Okay, so where are we putting Odysseus?
Can she coach the
Because he's not
Browns?
safety anymore, right?
No,
But we-
Odysseus running back. I'm fine.
Let's put
Odysseus
Achilles
running back.
there. Can we-
Achilles running back? That's fine.
Achilles running
That's
back.
fine.
Can we
The
throw-
Trojan horse would definitely be a cover.
Yeah,
That's
that's
defense.
such a great play though.
Yeah.
Great play name.
Great play name. I think somebody should use that as an audible.
That'd be
The
awesome.
Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Can we?
Might be
throw-
too many syllables.
Can we throw Hades at middle linebacker?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, like
Why?
just a
'cause?
scary guy. Just like you never see him coming. He's like slippery.
The
you know what I mean?
Intimidator.
He is.
Both
He
of
like
your AirPods
he's like
fell out.
that's unfortunate. I can't wait for them to craft AirPods that don't do that. Like I'm thinking like Ray Lewis ball hawk. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, a guy
yeah,
that hits
yeah.
hard. That you just guys fear him. Quarterbacks fear him, and like he just brings that like. Entire soul-mongering fear out of you. You know what I mean? By the way, Adrian Claiborne, 6 sacks in a game with the Falcons. That was an absolutely crazy night for me.
Who's the guy who's the god of wine? Because he's the OC.
Dionysus.
Yeah, he's gonna be the one. He's our OC. He's just always always drunk. Like I hate being sober constantly. In his
Okay,
mind.
yeah, I feel like offensive coordinator has a history of having like drunk coaches getting fired at OC.
Yeah. I just think it feels accurate.
What?
We'll just go for it. Athena's not cool with it, but in the same sense they're related. So just
Who else are we? Okay, where do we throw Poseidon?
Did we? I think we said Poseidon safety. We got the big three.
We got the big 3.
We got the big three down. I think we hit a lot of the main gods. I mean, I'm sure somebody's like, "Well, you forgot about that."
Oh, there's Apollo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was a big one.
We had Apollo.
He had all the trials.
We had Hermes
We did
for.
Apollo. I mean, Apollo. I think. Oh my gosh, what is Apollo gonna do? God of the Sun, right?
Yeah.
He should be the stadium
Theater and
constructor. Make
archery.
sure it's not like AT&T.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Apollo's definitely on.
On the staff.
He's
He's the
the
scoreboard at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah.
He creates the scoreboard. He is the scoreboard. He's the light.
He deflects every punt, every here or there. Is like, yeah, sorry, Jerry.
Any good choice for kicker, or is that Achilles because the heel?
Artemis.
Ooh,
Artemis. Yeah, it's a good shout.
take.
Artemis is a good shout. I like that.
There's a lot.
I'm trying to think of at least literally Percy Jackson characters. Think about who their parents are to make sure we don't forget anybody.
I mean, you just think of the cabins.
No, yeah, that's
You had the
what it
big
is.
3. You got Ares, Athena, Artemis, Apollo,
Yeah,
Hermes.
yeah. I think we
geez.
got them mostly. I don't think Hera's really that covered.
Hera.
Rush
Hera's actually low-key sleeper
Yeah.
when it comes to just getting shit done.
We got 30 seconds, and I want to hit this last joke.
All right.
We're gonna close this one out with Austin Fisher singing "You All I Want for Christmas" with acapella. Here we go.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need.
And
I don't know very many lyrics about the song, so please excuse me. It's my segment. All I want for Christmas is you.
Hooray! Yeah, great job, Fisher. Jonathan, you set the base note, and I didn't catch up. Thank you, everybody.